Welcome to another round of G14 Racing League action. G14? Yeah, G14 Racing League action. We are here in Baku for the third round of the season. This track consists of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones, both of them on the first one on the start-finish straight connecting sectors 3 and 1, and the other one shortly after between turns 2 and 3. There are obviously 2 DRS detection zones right before both corners. The start-finish DRS zone is on turn 20, and the other one is just before turn 2. So there will be definitely lots of fighting for that specific DRS. The speed trap is located shortly after turn 20, but right before the DRS zone. Sector 1 consists of mainly 90-degree corners. Sector 2, the longest part of the track and also the most tightest, with the infamous castle section, where we most likely will see some crashes here and there tonight. Followed by Sector 3 with quick, fast-paced corners, except from turn 15, which is turn 16, sorry, which is a 90-degree left turn. But the rest are just mainly kinks, which will end your lap. Lap times are something around between 142 and 144 in the race, maybe in the 146s. Also, qualifying rise, maybe even 140s, 141s. We'll see how everything goes. In real life, you have 51 laps here at Baku. However, it is a 50% race, so there'll be 26 today. So 6.003 kilometer circuit as well. And this race will definitely be a very entertaining one to watch tonight. At the moment in the championship, if we could quickly have a gander here today, it is at the moment Dromo currently top of the driver standings, currently racing in the Alpine, followed by EDG Racer, Average, Fowler, JJ, Dogger, Ras and Oleg. Then constructors-wise, going into this race, we have V-Carb at the top, followed by Alpine, Haas, Red Bull, Ferrari, Williams, Sauber, Aston Martin, McLaren, Mercedes. Aston Martin, McLaren, and Mercedes are all still yet to score points. Sauber are on 2, Williams are on 16. That is your bottom 5. Then we have the Ferrari and Red Bull on 25 points, a Haas on 26, Alpine on 27, and then V-Carb on 38. 18 drivers today, and it's going to be definitely a very good race to watch. Favourites to win, probably Dromo, TK, and we'll see who's got the setup right. But right now, before us, we have qualifying to decide the order here of the main race, and I think it's really good to get to the front because Lord knows what kind is going to happen in the midfield here in Singapore. Not Singapore, here in Azerbaijan. I will read chat from time to time, so if you are chatting right now, I most likely will not be able to read it if someone is, for example, on a lap. If I have, I've probably missed a lot of messages so far. If I have, apologies about that. I will quickly go look into the stream just right now really quickly, just so I can know what everyone's asking and what comments have been going on in the chat. So 1 second, let me quickly load up the stream. Okay, let's quickly have a gander through these messages if the stream would like to load. With great gratitude, I'd ask. Who do you think will win? Like I said earlier, Dromo or TK? That's the only question. The rest of the comments are literally just who's going to win. So, yeah. Drivers are already making their way onto the track. You have a Mercedes making its way out of the pits. That is Fuzzy. His teammate Rose Q Pro currently in the pits, as he nearly locks up into the barriers already, which is not a good start for the Mercedes driver. We saw many incidents at the start of the race, or last race in Las Vegas. We're probably going to see a lot more here today in Azerbaijan. But anyway, Fuzzy making his way through. He's on an outlap at the moment as the session has just started. We've got 18 minutes to see who is going to get the quickest lap time. Again, my money is on TK, maybe Dromo, maybe even JJ. I'm not really sure, but just anyone at that top end of the championship definitely has some sort of ability to be in the conversation. As we already have yellow flags. But we're going to stick to the Mercedes of Fuzzy at the moment. Currently the furthest driver out of there. He's got 2 Red Bulls of TK and the man behind him. They're going to definitely have some kind of team strategy through these lap times. Gift each other slipstream and whatnot. But the Mercedes of Fuzzy will begin his lap time. His teammate Rose currently making his way through the castle section. But on board here with the Mercedes driver, we'll see what the man can set as he goes into the first corner. He needs to hit the apex well. Can't hit the inside corner. He doesn't. He makes it through safely, making his way into turn 2 now. The first full DRS zone of this lap and the only full DRS as he makes his way towards turn 3. DRS flap open. Cuts his way down the straight. He's going to need a good sector 1 to really put his pin on the map. Locks up a bit. It does not hit a wall, which will be quite difficult for some of these drivers. As Fuzzy dashing his way into the chicane, hits the apex well. The second apex hits it cleanly. Does bump over the curb a bit, but he probably can shake that off pretty easily. As he's going to make his way into the trickiest section of this circuit as he nearly gets another lockup. As into the castle section right now, can't hit the wall. Makes his way perfectly. Hits the apex, and he is definitely dealt with that castle section cleanly. But he goes too wide on the exit, and that is an invalidated lap time for the Mercedes driver. Next up, we have the man making his way through the castle section. It's narrowly skimming the castle section wall there, and he does not invalidate his team behind. I'm not sure if TK did. No, but he did use the track limits to the fullest extent possible. And obviously the man gifting some sort of slipstream to his teammate. We've got yellow flags once again. As into turn 16 now, it's a 1:15.4 in sector 2 for the Ferrari of TK. And he overtakes his teammate rather simply as his teammate lets it on by. And I think they'll be rotating for TK to give a bit of slipstream to his teammate. But down the straight, it's clear who's conserving ERS and it's clear who isn't. But TK with the first lap, it's a 1:39.4 and his teammate 4.1 seconds slower, but now he has little to no ERS, so he has basically no opportunity. Nino, Oleg, all putting lap times. I think that 1:39.4 is an absolute monster lap because he's 2 seconds clear. UX gets his way into second, just a second under the Aston Martin of Bear. Crossed the line. You've got JJ, I think that is, crossed the line now. but he was invalidated, it seems. Or was that Duncan? No, it was Duncan. JJ's making his way into turn 16 at the moment. You've got C somewhat behind. Got Kix Albert. That's Bar. Nope, it's his teammate Ty, but he's also starting his lap. So we've got V-Carb of Sick, who jumps up to third place. 1.5 seconds off. It's a 1:49.24. As we do have some traffic. As Bart starts his lap time. What about JJ? Crosses the line, jumps up to third. A 1:40.9 on the dot. 1.4 seconds, nearly 1.5 off of TK's quickest lap time. Good lap time from JJ. Anyone else approaching the line at the moment? We do see Fuzzy. Did get invalidated earlier. This time, jumps up to 8th. A 1:43.556. As the man and TK will be diving for the pits. You've got Bar making his way through the chicane. And you've got next across the line will be Duncan to put a lap on the board. You've got the Aston Martin of Ryan up ahead, I believe that is. But Duncan making his way through the next couple of corners, down the straight, cutting his way through turn 20. And what will be the lap for the Williams? His teammates currently in the top 3. What about the other driver? It's looking quick. It looks like to be a 1:41. It's a 1:41.892, which puts him into 6th place. 2.5 seconds off current pole sit-up. As Ryan starts his lap up ahead. Next across the line will be Bar, as C narrowly improves on his lap time, but definitely does not improve position as Bar hits the inside wall and might have some damage. Yes, he's lost an end plate, which will call for repairs by jumping into the pits after that incident. It's going to be very hard to nail that last sector with the speed you carry and the corners you have. JJ making his way into the pits. But who will be next across the line? It will be, I'm pretty sure, Ryan. Yes, he's making his way through the final corner right now. His teammate currently in 8th. They're on a 42.2. And what about his teammate Ryan making his way down the straight? As he now crosses the line, it will be P5 at 1:41.557. Quicker than his teammate, but still puts him basically mid-pack here at the moment. As C will most likely be going into the pits with his teammate of Riley behind him. McLaren, one of the teams to yet to score points. Mercedes as well, and Aston Martin, I believe it was, the third one. If I quickly have a check. Yes, it's the other. The other one is Aston Martin, but both of them currently in the top 10 here in qualifying. We do have other drivers still yet to set laps, especially Dromo, as someone has joined the party. I think that was Markey, who has joined the party here today. We've got 19 drivers now on the grid. Well, my dearest, welcomes to him as it's yellow flag. I think that was tied. Hits the wall again. He goes off. He is somewhat struggling out there at the moment. We've got another yellow flag. Question is where? It's the V-Club letting someone through. I can't see anything else. But at the moment, Sick is currently in P2. UX in 3rd. JJ 4th, who's currently in the pits. You've got Ryan, who'll be making his way to the pits. That rounds out your top 5. As now the 2v Cubs is turned, tied. Most likely going to the pits, might have damage. Luckily doesn't. However, this lap might even put him in front of C, but I don't think it will. No, it won't. Cross the line, it's like, yeah, it's a 1:48.672, which puts him into 13th at the moment. Next cross line will be a Red Bull of JB. Nope, that's his teammate UX who's starting a lap time. You've also got the V-Carb ahead. I think that is Marquis. Yes, it is. Could be sick, I'm not sure. But JB, what's he going to send the Red Bull down the straight? He's going to cross the line. It's looking quick. It's looking very quick. It's a 1:38.4. Hello there. New, very, very quick drive on the board here at the moment. As next across the line will be Polish driver Rose. He's got the Ferrari, I believe TK behind him. As Rose cross the line, jumps up to 9th. I think that was the man instead of TK. Yes, it was. He does get in front of Fuzzy. As that's another Aston Martin of Bear starting his lap time. And then you have TK, currently on a lap. He's looking quicker. However, is it quick enough? No. 4 attempts of improvement and just narrowly misses out in getting into the 1:38 benchmark. However, JB still lands as the pole sitter. As at the moment, C making his way through, currently down on quite some time. Riley starts the lap time, and the V-Carb in the background of Marquis, ready to start too. Got the 2 Saubers making their way. Got Barn and the validated lap time, but Tide is going quite quicker than he did before. But it definitely won't be much improvement of position. Crosses the line, jumps up a place with a 1:45.497, 14th for the Kick Sauber. As next will be Dromo. However, his teammate Nino jumps up to 6th. You've got the Williams of, I believe, JJ making his way down the straight. That could be also Duncan, but yep, it was Duncan. As the Red Bull of JB dives for the pits. So next across the line will be Dromo down the straight on board here. Is he going to go quicker than JB? He won't. It's a 1:39.255, which puts him into 3rd. So he's slower out of the 3. Out of the 3, what seems to be main characters of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Fuzzy, across the line. He cannot improve. He's a 10th down. He's got the Aston Martin of Bear behind him, who crossed the line, jumps up to 8th with a 1:41.518. You've got the Williams of JJ starting a lap time. You've got the Ferrari of TK diving for the pits. And then a McLaren somewhere. That's Riley, yet to set a lap. He's not invalidated. He's got Marquis right behind him. We're going to go on board with Marquis, who seems to be diving for the pits. Yes, he is. So it'll be Riley, who will be slower, much slower. It's a 1:48.659, which puts him 17th. Barr got another invalidated lap time. He cannot just get the right lap and stay within track limits. The next will be an Alpine. I believe that's Nino, who will be going to the pits. First we have we've got JJ, 4 attempts down at the moment from Sector 1. Needs to nail this castle section. Currently in 6th place. I think he's 5th in the championship. As his teammate jumps up to 6th place, which puts the Williams 2 together. Both of them on PlayStation. So they're definitely in a party together. As he's 3 attempts down, I do not think JJ will improve. As you have Fuzzy, he's going to go into the pits too. Is JJ going to go for the pits though? No, he stays out. Maybe he's found some time, crosses the line. He is somewhat slower. A 10th, nearly 2 tenths off the his quickest lap time. At the moment, most drivers in the pits are going to start to make their way out as we have 3 minutes to go here in Baku. 2 drivers yet to set lap times as Riley's retired from the session. And Ryan keeps them disconnecting. As Duncan makes his way through the S section, taps the wall a bit there. Will he be going for the pits or is he going for another lap? He's got DRS open, but it will be slower. And he goes for the pits. He needs to watch out here. He hits the wall. Luckily, does not crash. As next to put a lap on the board, will we see in the McLaren? He's got the man behind him. Bit of a lock up there. Seen it hits the wall. If he kept on in that same steering position. As you've got drivers letting the McLaren by as he speeds his way through. He's currently the second slowest of all the people that have set lap times. As at the moment, McLaren are the 2 slowest cars on the grid. As Bar and Mark is still yet to set lap times, but C, making his way through the castle section, taps the wall a bit on the outside. Does he invalidate here? Going somewhat slowly through that castle section. Got the Ferrari with the man behind him. And he's didn't hit that left kink quite right. He locks up. Bounces over the curb a bit there. Uses a bit of as a ramp as Bear's gone off at turn 1, retiring. So the maximum place he'll be starting in is 9th. So, focusing here on the McLaren. Can he get quicker than the Kick Sauber? He needs to find 6/10 of improvement. And then 2.6 if he wants to beat Fuzzy. But down the straight, C, making his way. He's got to cross the line. It's A. He jumps up to 15th. It's a 1:44.574. The man behind does not change position. As the Alpine, there's an Alpine of Nino. You've got the V-Carbon of My Dromo. You've got the Red Bull of UX, who jumps up to 4th. Then you've got another V-Carb. This time it's Markey. Markey still gets to set a lap time. He jumps up into 6th. 2.066 off current pole sitter. As next is JJ will be going for the pits. And then you've got someone speeding down the straight. That's a Red Bull of JB who further improves his lap time. Putting him onto what will be pole position. As Bar is starting in last, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot keep it within track limits. As Oleg puts it 9th. Then you've got another Kick Sauber. This time it's tied. He hasn't invalidated, however, he does not want to start 17th, and that's for sure. Down the straight, he is putting all he can to that power. Down the straight, he needs to get a somewhat decent lap, crosses the line, jumps up to 16th, with a 1:44.391. As Fuzzy could be the man in 15th. You've got the McLaren of C, who is down, who did set a lap earlier. But Fuzzy crosses the line, stays where he is. You've got the Alpine of Nina behind. He stays where he is. Drama invalidated. And yep, it will be JB on pole position here in Baku. His quickest lap time with a 1:38.452. as C makes his way into the pits. That was a good qualifying session to watch, but now we've got the main thing. We've got the big thing. It's the race. 26 laps of racing action around the 20 corners of Baku. With JB on pole, TK second, Dromo, UX, Mai, Markey, Duncan, JJ, Oleg, Nino, Bear, Ryan, Rose, Man, Fuzzy, tied, C, Riley, who is on a 5-place grid penalty, which puts Barr into 18th and Riley in 19th. So here we go then here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wait for drivers to confirm their last strategies, and I'm going to need to quickly check if there is a formation lap. Nope, no formation lap. So we're going to go straight away with the 5 red lights here in Baku, here in Azerbaijan, in the capital of Azerbaijan, located in the Caucasus Mountains, or nearby from them. Baku is also a seaside city. This is also a street race. This is why, obviously, the infamous castle section exists. So, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Baku. And it's go, 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 go. It's C with a jump start as we go down into turn 1. It's a good start from JB. It will be the inside line. It's contact already. As we could see carnage, but this driver's dropping back and it's already yellow flags. What is happening at the moment? And oh no! We've got drivers off. We've got 10-second penalties already. And oh, there's a V-car, bro. That's tied. He's going to get his way back onto the circuit. We really see carnage to kick things off here. We've got JJ trying to sneak a move here on TK. Down the inside he goes. There's contact. We've got so many drivers just shooting through. Got McLaren's. It's a two-way collision in the barriers. It's the 2 McLarens of Riley and C. And what on earth is happening as Duncan drops to 4th? Dromo leads as JJ and the 2 teammates of JJ and Duncan together. You've got TK behind. And as I've said, there will be carnage. Here's the carnage for you. Is anyone daring to make a move through the castle section? They're side by side. It's the Aston Martin in the wall. And there's debris on the track. As the 2 McLarens make their way. And it's straight into the wall. And there's another teammate collision. And we have a virtual safety car. What a start here. So both McLarens coming together twice. And Aston Martin are close to getting into the point, but Ryan decides let's overtake people for no reason and get a 10-second penalty stupidly. Interesting call there from Mr. Ryan. However, you know, there's not going to be any points for him, is there? And as Dromo runs away in the Alpines, we're going to go back underway. Hear from the virtual safety car soon as C retires in the pits. And we're back underway and we've got drive-through penalty being dished out. What has happened here? If we just look at the position changes, only Tide stays where he is. Which is a shock to see. As the man and JJ fighting here for P6. Got yellow flags again. It's another virtual safety car. As into the wall goes TK. Was that TK? Yeah, it was TK. That's a second VSC in 2 laps. Honestly, you guys should honestly get yourselves a sleeping mask, 'cause this race is going to take forever. If we've had 2 VSCs in 2 laps, this race could last an hour. This race alone. They usually do. 2 hours. And we're back on the way. It's another drive-through penalty. Let's just quickly have a look at penalty. Jesus. 5 drive-through penalties. You couldn't make that up. TK side by side with Duncan for P4 here. Who's going to get it? It will be TK with the DRS. And we could see another crash soon. Going down to turn 1. Markey pulls the move onto the man. As you can see in the background, the dispersing and all side by side, somehow safe. As it's a 30 second penalty for Nino. Oh, dearie me. He has 3 10-second step on goal penalties to serve. Not ideal, I'd say. As Oleg down the inside of the man is contact again. The man bounces off the wall, and Ryan wants a piece of this. He goes in between. Why are we 3 wide? And Azerbaijan. And how have we only gone through this with that contact? 3 wide in Azerbaijan. I'm bewildered. How much of a death wish may someone have to go 3 wide in Baku in Sector 1 after the DRS zone? We've got Oleg capitalising on a mistake from the man around the outside. There's contact, which causes Ryan to get a little whiff of position here. Down the inside is contact again. As JB sets the fast lap to the right, Ryan goes again, and this time gets the position. Job done. As the man is off at turn 1, as the top 3 are just looking behind in just carelessness, because they don't care. They just want to survive. And I think anyone from the top 6 up, I think at the moment are safe. Luckily. We're 4 laps in. Look how wide, like, these gaps are. Like, a safety car is the last thing we need for some of these drivers. So imagine the pile-ups. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a safety car, but, you know. JB, definitely the quickest man on the track here at the moment. He's looking to make a move on drama for P1. Bit of a slide from JB as TK slowly catching up to this pack. As JB gets up into P1, as Drome at the moment is a sitting duck. As going to turn 1, nearly contacts. Nearly a Max Verstappen Ricciardo situation there. This time it was between sister teams. Another yellow flag, and that's Riley at the castle section. who has gone into the barriers. That's the second or maybe even third time Riley's found himself into those specific barriers. And into the barriers again. Is he trying to DNF on purpose? Okay, he's gone flying off. Interesting choice there from Mr. Riley. Yes, he did lock up, however, I don't think he knows braking exists. Oh, we could see a crash here. We could see a crash through this S section. 6. I can't. No! Oh, Jesus! Is this a safety? Yep, it's a safety car. Oh, dearie me. Jesus. What? Well, welcome to the beginning of the Baku Grand Prix. 5 laps in, we've got 2 virtual safety cars and a safety car. Who wouldn't see this coming? Definitely not me. How are we crossing the pit? Oh my. JB dives for the pits. Could we see a pit lane crash here? Let's get this penalties thing off. It's a double DNF for McLaren. Now nobody's safe, I think, at the moment. But we wait for drivers to catch up to the safety car at the moment. We could see Aston Martin, Mercedes grab their first points. McLaren obviously, double DNF'd. Let's just have a look at the race director. Like, I don't even want to. Jesus. This whole page is lap 1. We're still on lap 1. Still. We're still on lap 1. What? I mean. There we go. We've got a lap 2. Right. That's a lot of incidents. If you couldn't tell. Got another one. 10-second penalty. Someone's dropped back. Fuzzy. Fuzzy's dropped back a bit. Duncan has. What have we missed? We're looking at the race director. I'm not sure, but B-Carb look to extend their lead in the Constructors' Championship. Migrating host. As Nick has left the session, a safety car is in this lap here. Even though probably like only half the grid is here. I'm going to get back underway here. Deary me, I hope nobody dies here. Going into turn 1. We've already seen moves. We've got the Red Bull on the inside. And we're all okay. I think. Oh, no we're not. No we're not. Oh, we are. Oh my lord. How have we gone through the first couple of corners with no crashes? There's a clear difference in cleanliness in this pack. As it still says yellow flags in Sector 3, I'm not sure why. But JJ might lose his podium spot because JB is right behind him. We could see it. There's going to be a castle section crash. It's possible. JB sticks behind. There's another yellow flag, but that's a Sector 1. JB down the inside, bodies JJ. And JJ fiercely tries to keep position. He has the inside line into turn 15, JB. As JJ hits the wall. Does he have any damage? Doesn't look like it, no. Luckily. As making their way into the S section. Oleg trying to catch up. TK making his move on Marky and JB. On new hards, dives to the left, and with his pace, gets past JJ. Now down the straight, his next target, Dromo, making his way down the straight now. JB is not quicker though. Going with a bit of a mistake, JB could capitalise. TK gets past JJ down the inside of the chicane. Got someone into the wall. Oh god. Oh my! A narrow escape there for Ryan. Keeps him in P8, and luckily no pile-up. As the two Williams slowly making away as JB dives to the outside for some reason. Must have made a mistake somewhere. As a mistake from Dromo, JB capitalises, gets past TK, and now needs to get past Dromo. However, JB can't do it. Kick Sauber in the wall of the castle section. It's Tide, who is doing something. He has just decided to let Nino through. Interesting call there. JJ lets his teammate through, but he has to watch out for Ryan behind, who is planning to make a Harry Potter move soon. The way he's lagging. And he's also moving like a penguin with the way he's sliding. As into the wall, that's 6. He's lost an end plate. That's going to be costly. And JB can definitely capitalise on this. Cup defending. JB still behind. He's got the Ferrari as Mai hits the wall again. As Bears crashed. And it's another full course safety car. 2 VSCs and 2 safety cars in 10 laps. This is Baku for you. Imagine what it would have been in Monaco. That's all I'm saying. As Sick has a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Duncan stays out. Probably a teammate call there from JJ. As Fuzzy allows himself a 10-second penalty. As JJ's already hit the wall. Does he have any damage? No. As we now wait for the drivers to queue back up. Now, when's the safety car in? Will it be one more lap? I think, yeah, it'll be one more lap. Wait and wait. Now, when's the safety car in? There we go. Safety car is in this lap. Here we go. And here we go, back underway once again. Here in Baku. And oh god, we could see a moment. Going into turn one, you've got somebody overshooting a corner. But somehow we're all okay. No, we're not. Oh no, we are not. Oh, what is happening in the background? Oh, Jesus. Oh god, where's the red? Whoa, oh my. Oh, bar's going backwards. And hits Fuzzy. What has just happened? My mind is not computing. Oleg down the inside on JJ. However, he can't get the move done. There was a little bit of contact. However, everyone's safe. As JJ looking to make a move on Markey. He will have the inside line. Down the inside he goes. No contact. However, they're still level. And JJ gets ahead. His teammate up ahead on the podium place. He did stay out for the safety car. So he is holding off Dromo quite a bit. Now JJ is going to absorb the slipstream he has from his teammate. And get these two close to Dromo. And all that's a Haas going off, and it's another spin for turn one. And JJ gets past his teammate. We could see some like penalties dished out towards the end. As Marquis going to look to make a move here on Duncan into the castle section. Duncan is struggling here. And Marquis is getting desperate because here comes Rose squeezing through in the Mercedes. And is looking to get the first points for them. Down the straight now once again, Rose, JB sets the fastest lap, and Duncan is getting absolutely swallowed out there. Oleg, he's looking to make a move on Mai here, as the entire top 8 is separated by at least 1 second, which is not the best thing to see. As Oleg wants to gain on Mai for sure. Marky's also somewhat gaining on Rose. Okay, we're back. Dromo looking to start to chase down to TK and gain some sort of time as Bros and Marky have caught up to JJ. I see the flag. Who's that? It's JB! He's rounded turn 1! Well, nobody planned for this one as Rose goes down the inside on JJ. And he's gone spinning off, he's gone wide, which allows Marky to slip past. But what's just happened to JB? The leader in the lead comfortably. Voice cracks. Honestly, there should be a TikTok video with the amount of times of voice crack to this point. Compilation. Oleg getting close to Nino here and going to the castle section. Yeah, I agree. JB getting close to Dromo here, going through the S section. He's going to pull to the right, he's going to have the inside line, nearly clips Dromo, but he does get into second place. And he could even chase down TK here for P1 to the right. It's just like a bullet going down that straight. And it's up into P1. We've got a yellow flag, that's Nino. Oh, what's happened to Nino? Something's happened to him. There must have happened something with Oleg as JJ dives for the pits. And JB is back in the lead and where he was before he crashed, or not crash spun. Bit of a slide there. I believe that was Dromo. He is, yeah. There's another yellow flag, and in the pits retires the man. As Mercedes look to get their first points onto the board here. As Rose currently sits in P4. The battle for P1 is on. TK's got a massive overspeed here. Dives to the left-hand side. And when he get into P1, it's a drag race towards turn 1. But I think the DRS will let JB get, I think, a bit more behind as TK dives into P1. But JB is not done with him yet. He's going to have the inside line into turn 2 here. Who got the DRS? I think it was TK that got the DRS. No, it was JB. Also, JB sneaks with the DRS as Oleg has a 10-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. But JB is now building another long gap as there's not any more DRS zones until the start-finish straight. Lap 20 out of 26, JB leads from the Ferrari of TK, but somehow staying within DRS range. But I think this is where TK will regain that overspeed. However, JB is too far ahead to get a move from TK done. DRS flap open for the Ferrari. He dives into the pits in a massive plot twist. As yellow flags for the castle section. I think that was Fuzzy. Oh no! Jerome has disconnected. As Fuzzy's crash, we could see a virtual safety car. Somehow we didn't. And Jomo now in AI mode. Rose is slowly gaining. If we quickly have a look at tyres, actually. It's an interesting diversity. As JB's in the pits, was TK doing an undercut? TK might have found JB on the undercut here, as JB goes for the softs, and he's getting a new front wing. That's not ideal. Jomo in the pits too, and TK is provisionally P1 until Rose and my pit. As Nino's retired, he is in a bad spot. Surprisingly, I don't think we can have a safety car anymore. It's not being called. Or maybe there's a limit. We don't know. As I don't know what Mai was trying to do there, but yellow flags, he's purposely crashed into TK. Just drove into the side of him and didn't work out for him. Why are you so annoyed? Down inside goes JB, there's contact. However, it is ahead. As we have a kick salver of Bar about to be lapped. And luckily for JB, he's using him as a slipstream and somewhat brake checks the kick salver as Myers disappeared. Oh, he spun! I didn't even realise. As CK is caught up to the back of Rose. And down the inside and into P1 goes the Ferrari. gonna have to watch out because slowly approaching is a Red Bull of JB. Lap 24 out of 26. TK leads to Rose to JB. And with 3 laps to go, does JB have the pace to catch up 5.1 seconds of time? And bars a 10-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. And also Bar gets given a 3-second penalty for track limit infringements. And Oleg gets past JJ. And into 5th place goes the Haas. However, there is a 10-second penalty for Oleg, so it could maybe. JJ probably still does have P5. However, on track he's 6th. And in the penultimate lap, nearly final lap, JB 3 seconds off TK, and I don't think it'll be enough to catch up to as he slides across turn 15. .7 seconds, and the gap slowly starts to close. I'm not sure. As he hits the wall, JB, and that, even with the fastest lap of the race, he hits the wall. Have a look at TK. He's got a lapped car ahead of him of time. He's got 2.4 seconds, 2.3. That gap is cutting by a lot. And Tide needs to get out of the way, and Tide just won't. Tide won't. He won't get out of the way. And here's JB. Oh, that That might just have caused something. And we could see a photo finish here for the victory of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, just by the wrongdoing of Tide. So the win could still be given to TK, but all JB needs is the overspeed. But is it enough? Down the final straight, it's neck and neck, but yes, it's TK. And TK is your winner here in Baku, with JB in second. Rose gets the first points for Mercedes and his first podium here in the G14 Racing League. Marky fourth, JJ's fifth, with Oleg finishing sixth due to penalties. Even seventh, he's finishing seventh. So we'll see the end result also after the steward reports. But at the moment, this is your 19 drivers, all that have either crashed or finished the race, with victory going to TK, even though Tide did try to sabotage. Thank you guys very much for watching, and that is that here in Baku. Thank you guys very much for watching. It was a good race to lay eyes upon, especially with many crashes, safety cars and virtual safety cars. But that's that. Thank you, and